Συνεχίζουμε με μια ενδιαφέρουσα ομιλία από τον φίλο Rezza Valdo Maspaitella από την Ινδονησία. Κάποιος θα πει τι είναι η Ινδονησία. Θα σας πω ένα απλό παράδειγμα για να καταλάβουμε. Η Ινδονησία φέτος είναι η χρονιά της. Γιατί είναι η χρονιά της? Γιατί τον Οκτώβριο του έτους μας, του έτους που τρέχουμε, στο Μπαλί θα γίνει η παγκόσμια συνάντηση για το G20 και το κυρίως θέμα που θα έχει η Ινδονησία είναι το digital transformation παγκόσμια. Η κάθε χώρα που οργανώνει το G20 διαλέγει ένα θέμα για να προβάλλει. Η Ινδονησία λοιπόν, που είναι μια χώρα με χιλιάδες νησιά, με εκατομμύρια κόσμου, πάνω από 200 εκατομμύρια πληθυσμό, έχει διαλέξει το digital transformation. Επίσης, πρέπει να πω ένα δεύτερο παράδειγμα, μια που μιλάμε για startups και welcome Rezza, just introduce you to our audience. Επίσης, πρέπει να αναφέρω ότι υπάρχει μιλάμε για startups, το πιο ενδιαφέρον unicorn που λένε μια επιχείρηση από startup που έγινε πολύ δισεκατομμυριούχα, βρίσκεται στην Ινδονησία. Είναι μια εταιρεία για logistics και πλατφόρμα, λέγεται GoJack. Το νούμερο που θα ακούσετε όταν τον άκουσα σχεδόν το πίστευα. Αυτή η εταιρεία σε μερικά χρόνια, η GoJack, που κάνει logistics σαν να είναι ο ανταγωνιστής της Amazon, απέκτησε μια κεφαλαιοποίηση στην Ινδονησία 40 δισεκατομμύρια δολάρια. Περίπου το 1/4 του ελληνικού ΑΕΠ. Θέλω να δώσω το λόγο γρήγορα για να κερδίσουμε στον Rezza. Rezza, welcome to. We are in our first blockchain conference Thessaloniki. The first one already introduced you that you are one of inventor in Indonesia, and also I informed the audience about the initiative of G20 and priority for digital transformation in Indonesia. You are welcome, and the audience waiting your speech. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Nikos, for the introduction. Good afternoon or evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is an honor for me to be here with you today. On today's topic, I will just touch a little bit on the blockchain aspect. I know this is a blockchain initiative. But Nikos would like for me to share a bit about Indonesia present condition in regarding to the digital transformation into the initiative of the digitization in Indonesia and also in the region. Therefore, today I would like to share with all of you on how does the development of the Indonesia economy by the usage of technology in the market. And therefore, today I would like to share with you on the new technology that has been a big driver in driving the Indonesian growth today. Allow me to just share with you the presentation that I have prepared for you. Hopefully you are able to see.
It is okay. It is okay, Rezza.
Yes. Now, if we see at the moment from the global digital market or the global population, is probably about 7.9 billion population, with about 8.28 billion is all the mobile connection, and about 4.95 billion is the internet user. And if I bring it to the Southeast Asia overview, I would like to share a bit about the spectrum of the Southeast Asia region, which is basically at the moment is the 5th biggest economy in the world after United States, China, India, and Germany. And this is just some of the highlight that I would like to share with you in regarding to the market. And also about the digital economy, 22% contribution of the digital economy is contributed by the ASEAN country. And also what I would like to share with you, in Southeast Asia today, it is home for about 35 unicorn and also decacorn, which most of them coming from Indonesia. And this is just to give you some of the comparison of the digital industry champion in the region, in Asia, how it's been developing from China, Indonesia, and also India, where Indonesia is one of the key market driver, especially in ASEAN and also in Asia. Just a little bit about Indonesia. For some of you that probably does not know Indonesia very well, I would like to just give you an idea about the span of the Indonesia archipelago country if you can compare with the Western European country. So it spans about 5,200 kilometers east to west and about 1,900 kilometers from north to south. This is just to give you a bit of understanding how Indonesia is so huge. Also, in terms of population, it's about 267 million. And we are also belonging to the G20, or the 20th biggest economy of the world, with about 1.1 trillion economy. And Indonesia is also about 36% of the total ASEAN market. This is just some of the highlight about Indonesia. If I can share with you, we are also we are also one of the world biggest Facebook user, Twitter, and also many of the social media at the moment. This is just another highlight. McKinsey report shows that by 2045, Indonesia be the number 4th biggest economy in the world. And that's why we are really driving this growth through the digital economy movement. This is just to highlight, to give you an idea a bit about the direction of the 2020-2024 of the Indonesia development focus that's been given by our president as the guidance for 2020-2024, where the human capital development, including the digital human capital development, is one of the key aspects of the focus of Indonesia. A second is also on the infrastructure development, where the infrastructure is also relating the support of infrastructure of connectivity, and we are also now moving toward the direction of the 5G technology to support also our digital economy and digital transformation. Another aspect on the regulation reform, we just did an omnibus law reform that is basically to streamline the different kind of regulation that is in Indonesia, including how do we support the development of the digitization transformation. And one of the aspects of the economic transformation is driven by the digital technology today. This is just some of the highlight of our servicing industry that Indonesia is moving. There's going to be a shift toward the service sector, and where digitalization again is one of the prime mover. Another aspect that I would like to share with you is to show you on the track of the positive growth projection of Indonesia, and this direction of the growth is also relating to the investment that's coming in from over the world. Now, in terms of the Indonesia digital drive, some of the highlights that I would like to share with you, the total population is about 207.7 million, where the cellular mobile connection is about 370.1 million. It means that most Indonesian has more than one handphone, so about 1.3 average Indonesian having their handphones. The internet user is about 73 to 74% of the Indonesian population has access to internet, including also about 68.9 is an active social media user in Indonesia. So with this, hopefully you get an idea about how Indonesians are really connected to the digital world. In terms of the population, from the 277, we have the strong middle class from the age 18 to the age of 45, which is the productive class of segment of Indonesian population. So it means that this is the key supporting big chunk of the population to drive the growth moving forward. Another aspect in regarding to give you an idea of the digital growth in the aspect of the number of cellular development, meaning about 13 million cellular mobile connection is added every year, about 2.1 million internet user being added every year, including about 21 million of active social media user is added in the market every year also. This is just to give you some kind of the idea about the device ownership throughout Indonesia, from the mobile phone, the smartphone, the feature phone, the laptop, the tablet, the smart devices. So you can see here from the percentage of the penetration, Indonesian have the good foundation in terms of the digital tech and also the digital transformation moving forward. And again, on a daily time spent with the media or the social media, you can see that about 8.5 hours is being spent using the internet, and also about 3 hours in terms of the social media. So you can see that the usage or the time spent on different kind of tools is on a high average level. So that means the participation is huge from the community. Another aspect, the Indonesian digital economy continued to rise, and it is predicted to reach about 146 billion by 2025. And from the, at the moment in the ASEAN market, 8 unicorns comes from Indonesia, and 2 decacorn also come from Indonesia for the roughly about 35 unicorn throughout the region. And at the moment, Indonesia is also ranked number 5 in terms of the total number of startup that is basically established on a yearly basis. And at the moment, we have about 2,345 startup in the market. And about total investment in ASEAN startup today is about 14.2 billion in the year of 2022 up to now in April, and about 42% of that investment is coming into the Indonesia market. So you see here that how the world is basically putting Indonesia as a priority of destination in regarding to the investment in the digital spectrum. This is just again about the market. About 55 to 65 billion of e-commerce market is coming is in 2022 is Indonesian market, and it consists of top 5 of the e-commerce products consists from fashion, gadget, electronic, food and beverage, and all the way down to the beauties or baby products. That's at the moment. And this is just to give you some idea of the Indonesian unicorn valuation. And this is just some of the big unicorn. Gojek and Tokopedia has already become the top 2 decacorn in the ASEAN region from Indonesia. Another aspect that I would like to share with you is in regarding to the direction of the Indonesia market, where from the landscape of the digital technology today, Indonesia digital market is expanding from not only from the e-commerce, but also from different kind of solution that's being developed in the market, from e-commerce, the ride-hailing or the food delivery, the travel, the consumer financial technology, meaning the fintech, and all the way down to the supply and logistic, including also the human capital type development of tools, of solution, and other variety of solution that is in Indonesia market today. I would like to just skip a few slides in terms of the different kind of the implementation of the Indonesia digital technology today starting not only from the fintech landscape to the healthcare and also to the education aspect. And so in other words, what I'm trying to say is that the development or the implementation of the applied digital technology is already in different kind of implementation in Indonesia, including also the smart city, the smart village, and is being applied also for different kind of application, including the digital agro, the digital fisheries, and also the different kind of needs that is relating to the cities and also the villages. In terms of our government support at the moment, the government is really supporting tremendously for the digital transformation and also to drive Indonesia to the direction of a digital economy or the new economy. And therefore, there's a saying in the Indonesian policymaker that we need to regulate less. We need to facilitate more the private sector, and we need to accelerate even more in terms of driving the development of the digital transformation in Indonesia. And therefore, there's a variety of initiatives that is being done by the government, starting from the simplifications of the regulation, the simplification of the regulation of the how should I say, of the licensing process, all the way down to also the support on the ICT policy, and also the support of the backbone of the connectivity connection, whether it be broadband, whether it be satellite, and also a different kind of infrastructure to support the connectivity. Other aspect on a yearly basis now since 2015, Indonesia has been driving the initiative of driving a program called 1,000 Digital Startup Entrepreneur. So this program is being driven by the government to produce every year new 1,000 digital startup entrepreneur to the market. And by having 1,000 new potential candidate of digital entrepreneurship, it is the hope that they can survive the process and one day could be also the next unicorn of Indonesia. Another aspect that I would like to share, the government is really supporting in a different kind of regulation to support the strengthening of the digital ecosystem with different kind of the regulation, starting from the regulation regarding to funding, regarding to taxation, regarding to the consumer protection, to education, and also the communication infrastructure that I mentioned earlier, and also the cybersecurity, and also the further development of digital technology knowledge, not only for the digitalpreneur, but also even for the government employees. So they are up to date with the present needs and present potential of how the digital transformation is happening around the world. And this is some of the aspect of the infrastructure support that I mentioned to you, starting from the ICT infrastructure, where they're linking the national broadband, the logistic itself, the digital financial infrastructure, the digital talent, and all the way down to the micro and small medium enterprise readiness for them to be supported of going to the digital direction. And this is just to give you an idea how does the connectivity infrastructure being developed and being supported by the government. At the moment last year, basically, practically, we are able to lay down not only a fiber optic, but also the microwave technology, and also the last mile solution to different kind of cities and also villages throughout Indonesia. Another aspect of the digital talent development, not only from the support of our target in terms of the short-term to medium-term agenda, but also our long-term agenda. One of the aspects that I would like to highlight it here is in regarding to the digital talent development. It's not that only we are supporting about 25,000 people starting 2019 onward in regarding for them to have a scholarship in education relating to the digital technology, but also for the ongoing of the Indonesian community that's involved in the digital technology, different kind of training, including blockchain, including metaverse, Web3, is being supported by the government, the local government, in cooperation with different kind of university in Indonesia, including also the foreign institution like Alibaba and also other institutions like Google and so on. This is our initiative that I shared to you earlier about the 1,000 startup digital classes for the digitalpreneur that is being conducted year by year. And this initiative started by the ignition stage, the workshop, and also the team building to create the prototype of the product, the boot camp, all the way down to the incubation. And is at the moment, it is being implemented in different kind of cities throughout the nation. And another program that we have that's going to be happening also in this year is the Nexticorn. A Nexticorn is basically an initiative conducted by also our government in terms of how we nurture our startup, so that they, at the moment we have, thousands of startups that we are nurturing, so that one day they can also grow to the level of the unicorn or even to the decacorn. So this segment of the matured startup that's been probably receiving Series A or Series B funding, we continue supporting them through an event that we're conducting on a yearly basis. And this event is in collaboration with Ernst & Young and also with different kind of institution, local and globally, where basically we are matching between the potential Indonesian startup that can become the next unicorn with different kind of venture capital or funder that comes from globally in the world. So today and this year, in 31st of August until the 2nd of September 2022, we will have our next unicorn, which we call the NXC Summit in Bali, where basically there's going to be about more than 1,000 attendees. So, we look forward for all of you also to be in Bali in 31st of August for this event. And there's going to be probably about 380 plus founders and C-level, included about more than 150 plus up to 200 curated potential startup that we will match with all the potential principals or VC funder that's coming in from the abroad. And the idea is that we will establish also one-on-one meetings throughout this meeting. So you are welcome to join on the 31st to the 2nd of September in Bali. And this is again some of the participants that will be in the 150 startup. And one actually there's going to be one of my subsidiary startup, Toko Pandai, is called Smart Store. It's a supply chain application. And the hope is that we plan to do a Series B fundraising during this event also. This is just some of the investment incentive for the new tax holiday regarding for investment coming in Indonesia and regarding to the digital technology, to the digital economy, from tax holiday and also tax reduction and different aspect of incentive that is being provided by the government. Another aspect probably that's been mentioned by Nikos today was that Indonesia is preparing an initiative where we call it a global digital hub The idea is to develop a global collaboration for innovation and for creativity. And therefore, hopefully at the end, during the G20 in November, where 20 top leaders countries and also top businesses from 20 countries will also be present in Bali, that the hope that we can launch the Bali Silicon Valley. The objective, this is a convergence of culture, which is basically the communities of the past, and how through digital technology that we can build the community, a sustainable community of the future together through a collaboration globally. So therefore, the objective by having the Bali Silicon Valley, we try to connect the creativity with technology through the global mind collaboration. And hopefully, the companies from Europe can also be participating in this initiative. And again, the principle of this Bali Silicon Valley development is, of course, also based on the Bali's culture that try to balance the diversity of humankind of the world with the three principles to balance between nature, between people, and between spirit. And with that value of the Balinese culture, we would like to converge that by building the community of the future through the collaboration. And therefore, we hope that through the Bali Silicon Valley, that we can design our community of the future through digital technology. And this is just some of the vital and potential area of development, whether it be biotech, whether it be infotech, nanotech, and also other aspects that we can collaborate to create a better world of the future. This is just some of the plan draft. And the hope of doing that is, of course, to bring the government together. And that's why the hope during the G20 that the 20 top economy leaders can establish the first development, or the first putting the first stone in the Bali Silicon Valley. And also, of course, not only the government, but also the private sector from global private sectors, the universities, and also, of course, the community of the world, so we can come together as a global stakeholder and to innovate and to create a better future for us in the digital economy. Last but not least, I'd like to share with you that during the G20, we will also have the B20, the Business 20 meetings, where during the Business 20 meeting, we will have not only the big entrepreneur of the world, like Elon Musk and so on, but also we would like to invite all people of the world to be there, and that we can define together our future in regarding to the entrepreneurship. This is just some of the leadership from Indonesia regarding to the B20. We'll be focusing on different kind of task force, from the trade investment, from the energy, sustainable and climate, from the digitalization, finance and infrastructure, and also we'll be talking about also women in business, the future of work and education, and of course, the most important aspect in business is integrity and compliance. This is our task force of digitization that will also consist of different kind of global leaders and also local leaders from Indonesia and also from ASEAN. And again, this is at the moment, we have about different kind of task force, different kind of participating members that is supporting this task force going to the direction of November 2020. This is just some of the support that our Indonesia telecommunication company is proposing also on the digitalization task force, that to drive a universal connectivity with the hope to ensure connectivity for all, and also to foster and to create the universal access and supporting the participation of the development of the digital economy. Also the hope that we can build the foundation for sustainable and resilient digital economy, And third, also ensuring a digital-ready mindset, especially not only for individual, but also for the micro and small, medium enterprises, because we would like to enable the micro, small, medium enterprises to have access and to be part of to the digital technology and also the digital economy platform. So this is just some of the key highlights. There are going to be a lot of side events during the B20 digitization event, especially. And this is just to give you some of the theme that is being discussed at the moment. And of course, this list is going to be expanded as we are reaching closer to the 2020. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. What I can share to you a bit about Indonesia in the perspective of the new technology, how the new technology is driving our growth, but also how blockchain at the moment is also being the center of the development in Indonesia. At the moment, we have Indodac as one of the Indonesia biggest exchange that is also conducting the cryptocurrency trade through the exchange. Another aspect of the blockchain development in Indonesia is also in regarding to the application of the technology, whether it be in the banking and financial industry, whether it be in the art. For example, I was aware also on the development in regarding for the use of the blockchain technology for the auction of the art collecting art collector, basically for the art collector industry. And also there's also being a use of the blockchain technology being applied also in the logistic and also in different kind of sector. So we see that the blockchain technology is not only being used on the cryptocurrency, but is also being developed and being applied into different kind of usage in different kind of sectors. Thank you very much. Hopefully this gives you a bit of a perspective about Indonesia and the digitization. Thank you.
Thank you, Rezza, for your speech. Now I believe that our audience have a clear view of Indonesia and digital transformation, include blockchain revolution, and of course I believe that can be a good opportunity to see how your country continue to develop. Thank you very much again.